นะคะจะขอเรียนเชิญท่านได้ฟังบรรยายจากท่านวิทยากรมิสเตอร์มาซาฮิโระคาวาเอะในหัวข้อ Sun Fiber a Dietary Fiber with Multiple Health Benefits ค่ะ So next we would like to invite Mr. Masahiro Kawae to present on sun fiber, a dietary fiber with a multiple health benefits. Please give a round of applause. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Masahiro Kawae from Taiyo Kagaku Limited. And it's a great honor to be here to have this opportunity to present our research and products. This presentation will primarily focus on our diet and flagship dietary fiber and sun fiber and other functional ingredients we have been diligently researching. Let me start by discussing the relationship between the gut microbiome and dietary fiber. Hippocrates, the ancient Greek scholar, often referred to as a father of medicine, left us with a profound statement: all disease begins in the gut. This means that for nearly 2,500 years, the importance of gut to health has been recognized. To understand why, first, let's look at the digestive process. Consume food, it passes through mouth to stomach to small intestine, where primary nutrient absorption occurs. Subsequently, in the large intestine, water and minerals are absorbed and the remaining residues forms stool. In addition, the large intestine plays another vital role: the breakdown of non-digestive substances such as dietary fiber and oligosaccharides to obtain nutrient. Because these substances cannot be broken down by human digestive enzyme, they serve as the essential nutrient source for the bacteria inhabiting the large intestine. The community of 100 to 1,000 different types of bacteria inhabiting the large intestine is called gut microbiome or gut flora. They possess far more cells and genes than the human body itself, and forming an incredibly complex ecosystem. The gut microbiome performs several key functions such as production of essential nutrients, protection against pathogens, maintenance and development of the immune system. Due to these critical roles, there is a growing perspective in the scientific community that treats the gut microbiome as a single functional organ. The gut microbiome is influenced by a variety of factors. While it is easy to understand that bacterial diversity tends to decrease with age, or that specific bacteria flourish based on diet or ethnicity, there are other more surprising factors. For instance, it has been reported that physical and mental stress have negative impact on gut microbiome. And infants inherit beneficial bacteria from their mothers as they pass through birth canal during natural childbirth. This suggests that the maternal gut microbiome plays a crucial protective role for newborns whose immune system are yet fully developed. When the gut microbiome falls into an imbalanced state, often due to poor lifestyle habits, it is referred to as dysbiosis. Dysbiosis is not limited to gut disease. It contributes to systemic adverse health outcomes such as type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and prebiotics are widely recognized as a primary method for preventing or improving dysbiosis. As shown here, the definition of prebiotics is that a substrate selectively utilized by host microorganisms conferring a health benefit. The dietary fiber and oligosaccharides fall into this category, as I mentioned earlier. To illustrate the importance of dietary fiber for health, I would like to share significant research data. This is a systematic review published in The Lancet, which combines data from 185 prospective studies. According to this report, high dietary fiber intake can significantly reduce the incidence and mortality rates of various diseases by about 10 to 30%. The study concludes that it is desirable to consume at least 25 gram fiber daily to minimize health risks. However, actual intake remains insufficient in many regions like Thailand and Japan. For instance, a survey of office workers in Bangkok in 2014 revealed that an average daily intake of only about 8 grams, which is far below the 25 gram recommendation set by WHO and FDA Thailand. While obtaining fiber from a regular diet is ideal, given the current significant deficiency, consuming dietary fiber in the supplement form is also effective. However, why does dietary fiber contribute to health? One of the primary reasons is that beneficial bacteria increased by the intake of dietary fiber produces a diverse range of metabolites. In recent years, advances in analytical technology for trace substances led to rapid progress in research on metabolites of gut microbiome. All of the substances shown in this diagram are metabolites produced by beneficial bacteria. And all is good to our health. Today, I would like to focus specifically on SCFAs, or short-chain fatty acids, for which there is a wealth of robust scientific evidences. The gut is intricately connected to organs throughout the entire body. The SCFA produced in the gut travels through the body, providing a wide array of health benefits. Specifically, SCFA performs the following critical roles: maintaining a slightly acidic gut environment, thereby suppressing harmful bacterial growth, providing an energy source for intestinal epithelial cells, and strengthening gut barrier function and modulating the immune system, suppressing inflammation and stimulating intestinal peristalsis. To summarize so far, the gut microbiome in the large intestine performs essential functions, and dietary fiber is effective in increasing beneficial bacteria. And deficiency of dietary fiber intake may contribute to some diseases. Since current fiber intake is often insufficient, supplements offer practical solutions for our health. In this context, I would like to introduce the features of sun fiber, a product by Taiyo Kagak. Its generic name is partially hydrolyzed guar gum, or PHGG. The raw material is the guar beans, which grow in dry areas with little rainfall. And Northwest India is the world's largest producer, about 80% of total. Although the name might be unfamiliar to some, it's a very common vegetable in India, traditionally consumed as in curry or in stir-fries. The substances refined from the endosperm of the guar bean seed is known as guar gum. Guar gum is widely used as a thickener of food, cosmetics, or industrial sectors. Adding it directly to food causes extremely high viscosity. To address this, we use enzymatic hydrolysis to create low molecular weight and low viscosity PHGG. PHGG is a 100% water-soluble diet fiber. It is also tasteless, colorless, odorless, so it can be seamlessly added to a wide variety of food and beverage products. However, why PHGG is chosen among the many types of dietary fiber? Let's compare their molecular structures. PHGG has a relatively complex structure consisting of a mannose main chain with galactose side chains in a 2:1 ratio. Inulin has a simple structure with a glucose attached to the end of a fructose chain. And oligosaccharides have similar structures to inulin, but sugar chains are shorter. And indigestible dextrin and polydextrose are artificially produced and have highly complex structures. These structural differences directly impact how they are fermented and broken down microbiomes. Because PHGG is relatively complex, it is fermented slowly and selectively by specific beneficial bacteria. Despite this gradual process, almost all of the PHGG is finally utilized by beneficial bacteria. In contrast, inulin and oligosaccharides are fermented quickly by various types of bacteria due to their simple structure. However, as will be discussed later, quick fermentation has a risk of side effects. And on the other hand, the highly complex structures of indigestible dextrin and polydextrose mean they are hard to be fermented. I would like to present two sets of data that demonstrate these distinct differences. In the first study, some dietary fibers were added to fecal samples from healthy individuals and incubated for 24 hours to measure the production of SCFA. The result reveals that PHGG produces a greater amount of short-chain fatty acids compared to other fibers such as inulin. The second study focuses on the rate of gas production during incubation. As shown in the graph, PHGG produces less gas and ferments at a gradual pace. When dietary fiber ferments too rapidly, it generates a large volume of gas in a short period, leading to abdominal distension or discomfort or even pain. Therefore, this PHGG's steady fermentation rate is a crucial feature, as it significantly reduces the side effects. But are you familiar with the term FODMAP? This term refers to a group of carbohydrates that produce high amounts of gas and can be highly stimulatory to the gut. Sunfiber has received low FODMAP certification from Monash University, the global leader in this research field. To summarize these findings, PHGG is more fermentable and has a superior effect on improving the gut microbiome compared to indigestible dextrin or polydextrose. And because it ferments more slowly than inulin or oligosaccharides, PHGG produces less gas and is gentler on the digestive system. In essence, PHGG is highly effective and well tolerated because of its fermentation characteristics. And summary, PHGG can be added to a variety of food products. PHGG has a relatively complex structure and unique fermentation characteristics. And so PHGG is highly effective and well tolerated. These are advantages over other dietary fibers. Next, I will discuss the clinical health benefits of PHGG, focusing on specific research. Through the improvement of the gut microbiome, PHGG offers comprehensive health benefits as illustrated here. These findings are supported by more than 200 published papers, including 100 clinical trials. Today, I will introduce some of these data. First, I would like to discuss the effects of PHGG on skin. While it may not be immediately obvious how dietary fiber intakes influence the skin, we hypothesize these mechanisms. SCFA by the gut microbiome reaches the skin and promotes cell turnover. And furthermore, by strengthening the gut barrier function, PHGG reduces systemic chronic inflammation. It also suppresses the growth of harmful bacteria, thereby reducing the production of putrefactive substances that inhibit skin turnover. Finally, by improving the overall gut environment, PHGG may help normalize skin turnover by improving sleep quality and reducing fatigue. To support these hypotheses, I would like to share our latest research published last year. This study evaluated the skin condition of subjects aged 30 to 60 consumed 5 grams of PHGG daily for 12 weeks. The primary outcome in this study is TEWL. TEWL is loss of water vapor from the skin and commonly used as an indicator of skin barrier function, as lower is the better. Our results showed that PHGG intake significantly improved both TEWL and moisture content of the cheek. While the placebo group also showed some improvement in TEWL after 12 weeks, we attributed this to seasonal changes, and because this trial was conducted from January to April, when humidity and temperature rise. This is the effect of placebo group improvement. In the same clinical trial, we also evaluated skin elasticity using a device called cutometer. As illustrated here, a 2 mm probe is applied to the skin using negative pressure to suction the skin before releasing it. The sensor then measures the skin's ability to stretch and return to its original state. Parameters such as R2, R5, and R7 are standard indices for elasticity. In this study, we confirmed significant improvements in these parameters, both between groups and within the PHGG group. Furthermore, significant improvements were also observed in skin brightness and relative melanin index. Improving skin function is not only for health, but is also not only for beauty, but also essential for our health, because the skin serves as a primary defense barrier between our body and external environments. Moving on to the next topic, anti-lifestyle diseases. Our research has shown that just 2 grams of PHGG every morning for 30 days help maintain a prolonged feeling of fullness. Even 4 hours after breakfast, and the PHGG group reported higher levels of fullness compared to the placebo group. Consequently, they naturally reduced their caloric intake during lunch and from snacks. We estimate 2 primary mechanisms for this. First, PHGG promotes the release of satiative hormone. Second, the long molecular chains of PHGG forms a mesh-like structure and encapsulating food, so physically delaying the gastric emptying. And high carbohydrate foods often have a high glycemic index, which can lead to obesity due to rapid spikes in blood glucose. However, a significant reduction in the glycemic index was observed when consumed japonica-wise supplement with PHGG. Interestingly, this effect is not primarily due to gut microbiome, but due to physical properties of PHGG, which delays absorption of food within the digestive tract. This means that even a single dose is effective. And as a personal anecdote, our company provides PHGG bottles in our cafeteria, so I make it routine to intake PHGG before lunch. I invite you to try to add PHGG to your own meals if you would like to experience this benefit. And same results were obtained when consuming bread, indicates that PHGG is effective to various types of high glycemic index food. Let's transition to the next topic, immunity. The study surveyed cold-like symptoms like nose, throat, chill, and diarrhea, and found that the rate of symptom-free days was significantly higher in the PHGG group. A key finding in this trial was that PHGG may help suppress systemic inflammation and viral activity, thereby strengthening the body's natural defenses. And I would like to share one more interesting study regarding immunity. In this study, hamsters were infected with the virus to induce COVID-19. Surprisingly, while the survival rate in the control group was only 25%, all individuals in the PHGG group were survived. And furthermore, body weight loss following infection was also mitigated. The authors hypothesized that SCFA and bile acids, and both are metabolites of gut microbiome, suppresses the inflammation. Next, I would like to introduce brain data. The relationship between the gut and the brain, known as the gut-brain axis, has garnered increasing attention in recent years. By modulating the gut microbiome and its metabolites, it is possible to suppress inflammation, regulate neurotransmitters and immune system, and provide various health benefits to the brain. This trial was conducted during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2021. While overall QOL scores declined due to lifestyle restrictions, the group consuming 5 grams of PHGG maintained significantly better scores in categories such as refreshment on waking up, reduced fatigue on waking up, and motivation toward work and study. These results highlight that the potential of PHGG to support mental well-being during stressful period. And As life expectancy increases globally, maintaining healthy cognitive function is important. We use the Cognitrax test and common cognitive function test to evaluate the effects of PHGG on healthy individuals aged 60 and over. The results showed the marked improvement in visual memory, which is the ability to process, store, and recall visual information. This function is vital for daily tasks such as understanding graphic instructions, and navigating environments, and recalling past scenes. We estimate this improvement due to the synergistic effect on improved sleep quality and the modulation of neurotransmitters. Finally, I would like to share findings from a study in China regarding the effects of PHGG on depression models in mice. The study compared the control group, a chronic stress group, and the stress plus PHGG group. The mice were exposed to 9 chronic stress over 4 weeks, and such as inclined cage. In this study, PHGG group had higher levels of serotonin and dopamine via the production of SCFA. This led to a mitigation of weight loss and a reduction in immobility time, which signifies a decrease in apathy. Furthermore, an increase in exploratory behavior suggested enhanced curiosity and motivation. Given that many antidepressant drugs have side effects, PHGG may offer a safe alternative for mental health support. In summary, PHGG exerts a wide range of health benefits, from skin health to immune support and cognitive enhancement, primarily through the improvement of the gut microbiome. The functions introduced today represent only a fraction of its potential. We invite you to contact us for further details or to explore other function data. And next, I'd like to briefly discuss the practical applications of sunfiber. In Japan, there is a regulatory system known as Food with Functional Claims, which was accepted based on scientific evidences. Sunfiber has received authorization for a total of 8 health claims, 4 related to gut health and 1 each for blood glucose regulation, sleep quality, skin health, and cognitive function. Each dosage is from 3 grams to 5 grams daily. This demonstrates that the exceptionally high level of evidence supporting our products. Currently, sunfiber is sold in more than 50 countries and regions, and also holds the top domestic market share as a dietary fiber for medical and nursing care use in Japan. Today, we have provided you with samples in 6-gram stick format. By consuming just 1 stick per day, you may be able to experience many benefits today I introduced today. And it can be easily dissolved in any beverage or food and sprinkled onto food without altering the flavor. As a business-to-business product, it can be available in various forms such as beverages and supplements. The last topic today is about our other products. We offer an extensive portfolio of functional ingredients, each backed by rigorous basic research, application development, and clinical trials. With health awareness on the rise around the world these days, we are confident that the health benefits of our products will meet market needs. Today, I would like to focus on L-theanine and iron. L-theanine is a unique amino acid found almost exclusively in tea plants. It provides distinct umami and sweetness essential to the rich flavor of high-quality green tea. In fact, there is a direct correlation between the price of tea leaves and their theanine content. Theanine is designated as a food additive for use as a seasoning in Japan. Beyond its flavor profile, theanine is well known for its relaxation effects and improving sleep quality effects. Due to the high cost of extracting theanine directly from tea leaves, we produce sun theanine, a high-purity theanine created through an enzymatic process using glutamic acid and ethylamine. Sun theanine offers significant advantage in terms of cost effectiveness and has safety evidence of clinical trials and a 30-year track record. The key to sun theanine's efficacy lies in its absorption mechanism. Once consumed, it is rapidly absorbed within 30 to 40 minutes, and crucially, it crosses the blood-brain barrier to enter the brain directly. This is a significant characteristic, as many other substances, such as GABA, cannot cross this protective barrier. Once inside the brain, L-theanine performs two primary functions to promote relaxation. One, it increases the level of GABA, which activates inhibitory synapses. And second, due to its structural similarity to glutamate, L-theanine competitively binds to receptors, thereby suppressing excitatory synapses. By simultaneously activating the inhibitory synapses and suppressing the excitement synapse, L-theanine exerts a profound relaxation effect. In Japan, sun theanine currently holds 3 authorized health claims based on a daily intake of 200 milligrams. Improving of sleep quality, relieving stress associated with transient work, supporting for language frequency as a part of cognitive functions. Next, I would like to introduce Sun Active, a lineup of functional ingredients developed using our proprietary NDS technology. Many functional ingredients are inherently difficult to handle in their raw state. But by utilizing NDS, we can reduce unpleasant tastes and flavors, improve dispersion stability, light and heat resistance, and improve the bioavailability, in short, and high absorption, and protect stomach and gut against side effects of ingredients. While our NDS lineup includes a wide range of materials, such as magnesium, zinc, vitamins, astaxanthin, hesperidin, and quercetin, today I will focus on our solution for iron. For Sun Active FE, we have addressed the disadvantage of conventional iron supplements by coating ultrafine particles of insoluble iron with an emulsifier. To understand the advantage of Sun Active FE, Let us compare it with conventional iron additives used for fortification. Soluble iron presents issues with metallic flavor and safety. And insoluble iron typically suffers from poor solubility and low absorption. Hemo iron offers high performance but comes with a significant cost disadvantages. Sun active Fe effectively resolves all of these weaknesses, providing high performance, cost effectiveness, and palatable solution. The importance of addressing iron deficiency cannot be exaggerated. Iron is essential for the formation of hemoglobin, which transports oxygen throughout the body. A deficiency leads to reduced oxygen supply and various physical symptoms. Furthermore, iron is a critical cofactor in synthesizing dopamine and serotonin in the brain. Consequently, iron deficiency can lead to irritability and anxiety. Despite its importance, iron intake remains deficient on a global scale. In 2020, approximately 25% of the world's population, and about 2 billion people, suffer from anemia. Children, women of reproductive age, and pregnant women are particularly susceptible due to their higher demand for iron. I would like to share two significant clinical studies demonstrating the efficacy of sun-active Fe. The first study was conducted in the Philippines as part of an ELC project to eradicate iron deficiency anemia. School children were provided with rice fortified with 10 mg of iron via sun-active Fe. As shown in this graph, despite of using an insoluble iron source, sun-active Fe demonstrated efficacy equivalent to soluble ions and showed significant improvement in hemoglobin and ferritin levels compared to the placebo control group. The second study focused on pregnant women who require approximately twice the usual amount of iron to support fetal growth. In this trial, sun-active Fe significantly improved hemoglobin and ferritin levels. Most notably, the QOL questionnaire results indicated significant improvement in symptoms such as fatigue and nausea. As anemia in pregnant women can adversely affect both the mother's well-being and the healthy development of her child, the findings from this study have profound implications. And athletes are also vulnerable to iron deficiency. This is because iron is lost through sweating and physical impact during exercise. In this study, a team of female university dancers consumed sun-active Fe for 6 months and their hemoglobin levels improved. Furthermore, in a questionnaire regarding physical condition, significant improvements were observed in terms such as performance level, body pain after activities, and fatigue recovery. We estimate that this is partly because improved hemoglobin levels facilitate the supply of oxygen throughout the body, thereby enhancing energy production in tissues. In this way, sun-active Fe is a product that can also be utilized in sports nutrition. In fact, it is favored by many athletes, including certain athletes who won a gold medal at Paris Olympic. In conclusion, we offer a diverse range of functional ingredients and all designed to solve modern health problems. It is our sincere hope that these materials will contribute to the health and well-being of people worldwide. This concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Mr. Masahiro Kawai, for a very insightful presentation about Hayokakaku product. We learned so much about it. ขอขอบพระคุณคุณมาซาฮิโนะคาวาเอะสำหรับการบรรยายนะคะ